guys, welcome back to another episode of Car Vibes. Of course, I'm your host Julie. This is Mandel, the driver as usual.
Long time in a soul, yeah.
Well, after for us, probably not for you guys. Not too sure.
Long time in a soul. Son.
Nice. Alright, so today we're gonna be tackling cartoons. Yes, cartoons. No, as Mandel would ask why. The question is why. So a lot of cartoons are out and about now. However, I can say they're not up to my liking. They're just, I don't know what to say. I guess the newer generations are liking the cartoons that are being displayed now. But
Even them are like it. So.
But I'm telling you, we have come a very far way to go backwards in our development of
Creative development.
yeah, backwards. But let's remember on reminisce, right? Let's reminisce on what we left behind and that we could have, continue showing, broadcasting on television. So I have a list of cartoons that was raving all the rave in the 90s on Nickelodeon. So I'm specifically targeting
Mix.
Nickelodeon. Sorry guys. There's someone behind me and cars in front of me. Well, he's driving, but we still want to see. Now, number one would be Rugrats. Now, but anybody who's born in the 90s and early 2000, and by early I mean like 2000 to 2001, should know what Rugrats definitely is, because it was still roaming on television for a good while until they start with this new cartoon situation. But Rugrats, loved. So for all you guys who don't know what Rugrats supposed to be, it's a cartoon around some babies and they have some imaginative adventure. Excuse me?
When I remember.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me? You just said yes. Back up there, sir. You tell me you don't know what that is?
Funny enough, I never watched Rugrats. But the characters, them look like rats.
The babies look like rats?
I mean, the hairstyle. I legit they look like rats.
Okay, let me move it on.
I thought it was rats.
So,
all these things are something.
it is centered around kids. Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil, and of course we cannot forget the number one mischief maker, Angelica. I don't know how you get rats from all of that, but they're babies and they have imaginative adventures, and it plays on the mind. Does like, do babies really do these things?
I thought they were Little Rascals. Rats.
Little Rascals is actually a movie of kids, mischievous kids. Anyways. Next one. I'm coming off this because I cannot believe Mandel's audacity right now.
What? They don't look like rats still?
No, they do not look like
Cartoon rats. They look like that.
Alright guys, we're not going to pay Mandel any attention whatsoever. Alright, so next one is Hey Arnold.
Oh yeah.
That's what I said a couple minutes ago.
No, actually, I never watch Rugrats, but I know it look. And sometimes I pass it, you get me? I say, but I still not watch it. But the characters always look like rats to me. That's why I say.
Alright, so Hey Arnold has to do with a boy that goes through a lot of trial and tribulations, like
Big head.
a lot of football-headed guys. So he goes through a lot of trial and tribulation with his friends, his grandpa, his family in general. And to be very honest with you, if you are watching the series back to back, you can definitely see that there's a lot of life lessons that you can most definitely take out of it. I can guarantee you, one episode you'll be like, you're ready for counseling to counsel somebody else. That's how deep some of the episodes are.
Never to me.
To me, I usually watch. I watch
Big Bad.
I watch a lot of these cartoons the old ones definitely you can pick out, especially you can get a lot of life lessons out of them. Mandel never watch them for that purpose, of course.
Watch them for the violence.
Mandel is different. Mandel taught kids were rats a couple of minutes ago, so we're not going to deal with it. Next, dog. Now I love the starting for dog. Do 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 do. I'm just telling you how the starting of it goes. Da 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 da. So Dog is another 90s cartoon that was featured on Nickelodeon. It had to do with a teenage boy and his trusty companion dog. He has an extreme wild imagination, and he also has an alter ego. What was it again? Quillman. Now, he goes through a lot of weird stuff, and to be very honest, I like the cartoon style of graphics. It was new, you know, the things, the drawings. I liked it. He was the one with the big nose. Never mind. So I liked it. Nice cartoon. I am trying to remember if there was any life lessons going on in that show, but I think it was mostly about. Let me see if there was any. 1 second.
Friendship.
Yes, so there was a lot of heartfelt messages relatable to friendship and family, all that stuff going on for it. So Dog was that kind of cartoon. I haven't watched Dog for a while, but I liked his dog. I liked his dog. His dog was, his dog was definitely a best friend.
I wasn't a big fan of Nickelodeon cartoons. It's just my thing. Anna Barbara and Cartoon Network, those were actually the ones that I watched really.
We'll do a season on that, but anyways. Next, Cat Dog. Now, to be very honest with you, I have never watched a full episode of Cat Dog.
Half a dog and half a cat.
Yes, joined together. I have never watched a full episode of Cat Dog. I thought the person who created the whole idea, they were indecisive whether or not to make the cartoon cat or weird. Dog, and then they just combine them together. I think that's what really happened. I think Pitch Meeting needs to do something about this. Let us hear your view. Was it Brian or Ryan? What's his name? Right, yeah. Tell me what you think. No, it's very bizarre. It's something out of the ordinary, for sure. I don't know what to say. Cat Dog was something. One was a canine, one was a feline, and they both lived in the same house. One a bone, one is a fish. It was something. Yeah, they lived in the same house, but part of the house was a bone, part of the house was a fish. Yeah. So that was the Cat Dog.
Oh, the fish for the
cat, the bone for the dog. Yeah, that's the house that they lived in. No, the next one would be the Wild Thornberries.
First one.
No, this cartoon, to be very honest with you, I've also never watched a full episode, but I liked it. I don't know what I think. When I started to watch it, it wasn't showing on television anymore. When I heard about it, I should say, it was no longer being shown. It wasn't shown on television anymore. But it was about a teenage girl, or preteen basically. Her family, they're going on different adventures. They talk about it. Was a very educational cartoon, to be very honest with you. It talked about different animals, what they eat, their habitats, stuff like that. So I think they should put this cartoon back on the market for educational purposes, because it talks about different animals, the wildlife, the ocean. It talks about a lot of stuff in a cartoon version of a preteen girl and her family. So I thought this should actually come back on television for educational purposes. Now, Real Monsters was another cartoon that used to freak me out, to be very honest with you. It's another cartoon from Nickelodeon. Of course, because Nickelodeon we do, but so Real Monsters, based on the star characters were 3 little monsters. I cannot remember their names at the present moment, and I can't even pronounce their names. I think I kind of scribble up on the names here. But they are monsters in training. You know, they're going to schools. They're trying to hone their skills, you know, to go out and terrify helpless humans. Of course, a couple of the yes, that's exactly what happens. Of course, not all the time they succeed, you know, and they have to come up with elaborate schemes and stuff from hide away from the teacher. And I thought it was nice though. Nice to the point of being extremely creepy. I am not one for creepy crawlies at all, but it's a nice cartoon if you get rid of all the weird looking monsters. The one of them was a black and white one that looks like a umbrella handle. Another one, it looks like a naked thingy with his eye is holding his eyeballs in its hand. And what was the third one? I don't remember the third one, but there are some weird looking monsters. All right, just moving on to the next one. Next, Angry Beavers. Haven't watched this one at all either, but they're beaver brothers and they go on wild bickering adventures, comical. They go through a lot of stuff, to be very honest with you.
It's clear that I'm not a Nickelodeon fan.
Who?
It's clear that I'm not a Nickelodeon fan.
They had a lot of stuff going for them. I haven't watched this. I mean, a couple of these stuff that are on the list, I wouldn't be able to watch them because my parents had a no television policy. So I watched these after.
I watch TV from here.
I watched these after I came of age of like 12, 13. By that time, these were no longer on television. I would just hear somebody say, "Yeah, but watch this before," and I run go see if I can watch an episode or so. And you know, YouTube doesn't offer. Well, I'm not sure if they. The one I went checked, they didn't have any. They didn't have full episode. It was piece. But next is the famous, of course, cannot be left out, SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
No, let me just simply say I prefer the old SpongeBob than the new SpongeBob. However, SpongeBob is still SpongeBob, I would say.
SpongeBob is SpongeBob.
I still prefer the old one. I don't know why. I mean, the new one, the graphics are much better than the old one, I can say.
Really?
Yeah, I like the graphics for the new one.
Funnily enough to me.
I like the old one.
I'm a big fan of
the
graphics.
new one is brighter. The old one was the graphics were a little bit dull, you know.
Probably
You need to look back on it. There's a huge difference.
Brighter is one, but
the new one there's brighter, and SpongeBob is actually, you know,
like
formed out. He was formed out, but he was like, you know, he's more whatever it is that he is. More whatever. But the old one, it was a little bit dull to me. I don't know if it's because I was watching on two different platforms, but the old one seemed to be on a dull coloring thing going on. But SpongeBob, you know.
SpongeBob is some questionable teams, but it's SpongeBob.
Alright, the next one, Rocket Power. No, I have had the privilege, especially courtesy of TVJ, of knowing what Rocket Power is. So it is a cartoon about some kids and their uncle and their dad all into the into skateboards and all that, surfing. They were, you know, bicycle. They were all over the place. There were kids being kids. There were kids going outside, falling, breaking bones, enjoying outdoor activities. What's that face?
I don't we had a gas station.
Kids, they were doing all kind of stuff outside, to be very honest, getting themselves in all kind of sort of mischief. That was them. So, let's see if there's anything else do I do have. Last but not least on this, it's called Beetlejuice. No, I do not know.
I've heard about that one.
You have? What is it about?
I don't know.
Okay. So I don't know what Beetlejuice is, but I do have something here. I think it says, transitioning from the silver screen to the animated world, Beetlejuice quickly became a Nickelodeon hit, revolving around the bizarre and otherworldly friendship of Lydia, I'm not sure.
Lydia.
Okay, and the mischievous ghoul Beetlejuice. Ghoul means that it is not human. With a mixture of dark humor. this becomes a hit. Anyways.
I mean, dark humor is usually a big hit.
Oh, for children? Children don't even get dark humor.
What's supposed to be a hit? I don't mean the children watch.
I have doubt half of those jokes went over this head. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
And anyways, that was it, guys. So these are our picks for, not really our picks, but Google's picks for Nickelodeon's 90s.
Come back with them Hannah Barbera Cartoon Network. Anyway, you can talk to me.
Question.
Cool name Kids Next Door.
Kids
Billy
Next
and
Door.
Mandy.
Those were Cartoon Networks something.
Exactly my point.
So when we come back another time, we'll talk about Cartoon Network, and then of course we transition over to Disney and
Mickey Mouse.
Boomerang, and there's another one I just can't. Oh, Spurtree. I think it's Spurtree. I don't know. I'll see what else that we're.
But there's a cross between Boomerang and Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but there are stuff that Boomerang shows that Cartoon Network doesn't because they're for Boomerang. But guys, let's see how it goes. Googling up what are some popular 90s cartoons. So thank you so much for staying tuned. And for anyone who was offended with Mandel's rat children like behavior, I apologize. His views are not of Car Vibes nor mine.
Them look like rats.
They do not look.
They look like rats in diapers.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Rats in diapers. They look like rats
Bye,
in diapers.
guys.
Go to check it out.
No, check out what? Yes, check it out and tell me if they look like
Rats in diapers. Come ahead, below. Go below. Check it out. Alright, matter of fact, come on for this to just check it out.
Bye, guys.